Well, moviegoers, beware. The first Baltic Film Festival is around the corner. The festival includes 18 films featuring 7 premiere screenings. It will include notable classic films that have rarely been seen outside of Europe, as well as the latest features, documentaries, and animation films from the best of the best and the established up-and-coming filmmakers from Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. And joining us now, pronounce your name for us fully.
Raitis Abele.
Well, see, I couldn't mess it up. Raitis Abele, who is here with us and sharing. Congratulations. This is now going back. This is the first time this is happening actually in New York City.
Yeah, such festival has never happened before, and I'm really happy to be part of this festival with a film of mine as well. And it's great.
And so, talk to us about this. The first time it's happening in New York City, and the Baltic Film Festival will feature. You said about we got 18 films.
Yeah.
And seven premieres.
Yeah, because it's like Baltic films, because of the history and Soviet occupation, haven't traveled a lot around. So it's kind of now, these last 25 years, it's Baltic cinema is like having a revival, and so it's just starting its way out. And New York is like one step to be. You have to be in New York.
Right. It's going to be held at Scandanavia House.
Yeah.
And your film's actually going to be one of them.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Okay.
It's a film about last pagans of Europe, a documentary, and kind of with a fiction elements as well, and it's because like Baltic people were the last ones who accepted Christianity, and they fought against crusaders until 15th century. So a lot of pagan traditions, folk traditions, are still alive in those countries. And a friend of mine, American, who came to Latvia, he's like, "Oh, you are all like nature hippies, just like folk people."
And give me a little bit about this, because you know when you talk about Baltic films, many people in America are not familiar with Baltic films. So when you talk about Baltic films, what would you want people to know?
Well, one famous fact is that kind of Eisenstein, he was from Latvia. It was, and then what other thing is such a genre as poetic documentary. It's been like developed in Latvia and just then spread out. So, and what about Baltic films? They are all pretty depressive.
Pretty depressive?
Yeah, most of them. It's kind of because we live pretty high up north. It's long winters, a lot of snow, and so people make depressive movies.
How long did it take you to make yours?
It took about 2 years, because I had to film in winter, in spring, in summer, in autumn, to grasp the nature and how it could be like 700 years ago. And just to show that it was all the time sunny, wouldn't be right, or all the time rainy, it also wouldn't be right. It would be just like cliche.
Right.
So we had to, we tried to film in 1 year, but then there was still some little bit too less snow, and then we waited another year just for a little bit more of snow.
Well, what's the feeling like for you having your film being actually seen now in the big city of New York? What's it like for you?
Actually, it's kind of a circle, because I studied here 7 years ago in New York, and then I got this idea about the film. And now this kind of 7-year circle has turned, and the film is back here and screened. So I had this realization like, oh, there's something interesting going on here. And really excited, and being on the first film festival, because if your movie is on the second Baltic Film Festival, that's already the second one. Like being the first, it's kind of mark.
Yeah. And you can say I'm a part of the first one. So if people want to see this outside of New York, how do they have an opportunity to?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's kind of for the most of these films that travels. It's like the first festival circle, then it would be the TVs, then video on demands, and then DVDs. It's just like step by step. And if we released it on the internet right now, none of the festivals would screen.
Right.
Right.
Well, we want to tell people, if you want to check out the Baltic Film Festival, it is taking place at the Scandanavia House. That's 58 Park Avenue. So if you want to come on out to 58 Park Avenue, Scandinavian House, you'll be able to check out the Baltic Film Festivals. And talk about, you said like we got 17 films that you choose from?
Yeah.
And you got 17, and one of them are right here, one of the directors are right here in front of us. So the runtime on your movie is about how long?
It's 104 minutes.
Okay.
It was, everybody told that it's too long for documentary, but the first cut was 2 hours. And then just to cut it down, it's so hard. 'Cause,
Right.
like, oh, this was so important. No, we had to cut it.
Right.
And finally, it's like this. It's because there's a lot of information, and in a way, I try to tell the history of the Baltic lands in a 700 years perspective. So it's a lot. It's a lot of information. So I could not just cut out. Let's cut out Estonian part. Then Estonians would be really angry.
Right.
Or cut out Lithuanian part. Just.
Lithuanians be angry.
Yeah.
Just gotta make. You try to make everybody happy.
Yeah, I try to make everybody happy. And
well, I'm sure people will be happy with the end result. They'll get an opportunity to see it at the Baltic Film Festival. As I said, it's 58 Park Avenue at the Scandanavia House in New York. Now let's give the dates. It's going to be how long?
yeah, it's from 18th to 21st. Yeah,
There you go. So between
Thursday to Sunday.
All right, between now and Sunday, you can check it out.
Yeah, my movie is on Sunday, in case.
Go ahead and plug it again.
Yeah.
His
My
movie's-
movie is on Sunday, and if you want a bit interested in European Northern paganism, so please come
Okay.
and take a look.
That's it. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
and sharing with us.
Thank you.
No, stay here. So we got to keep you on set.
Okay.
We're going to take a break. When we take a break, then you go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to keep you here
Perfect.
for a few seconds. It's all right. Listen, taking a quick break. We'll be back with more shows. Stay with us. Coming right back right after this.